Sam, and this is Sam Says. Today I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter preview of Gruff, the Stuff of Nightmares from Studio Woe, from designer Brent Critchfield. So, Gruff is a tactical card combat system that has gone through, I think, 3 different iterations. I think this is the 4th expansion that it's come out with. And this is a standalone expansion, so you can add it to existing Gruff content that you already have, or you can buy this and start into the Gruff world completely fresh. In Gruff, you are going to have either a person versus person mode, a co-op mode, or a solo mode. So there are actually multiple ways to play in just the normal box, which is kind of cool. I always like when you have options to be able to play games that you like by yourself, because oftentimes when I'm looking for a game to play, I don't always have people around, so having a solo mode is really helpful to be able to have. And so Gruff has actually done that, which is rare in a tactical card combat game. But in the standard mode, which is what I'm going to talk about, the player versus player, everyone is going to choose 3 different Gruffs. And Gruffs are these mutated monster goats. And the theme for this is the Stuff of Nightmares. They're plushy goats that either put you into a dream state or give you kind of nightmares, which is kind of a cool theme behind the mutated monster goats. And behind these 3 Gruffs that you choose, you have a shepherd, and the shepherd is really what you need to keep alive. Your Gruffs can die and be brought back to life, but if your shepherd dies, you lose the game. Each of these Gruffs has their own deck of cards, and you are going to choose 8 cards from the available 15 to be able to build your deck. 8 cards from each Gruff, so you'll have a 24-card deck to be able to go up against your opponent. You'll draw 5 cards at the beginning of the game, and then you'll go to battle. On your turn, you're going to choose 1 Gruff to activate, and you're going to choose a tactical action with that Gruff, whether it be to attack, whether it be to grow one of its stats, or whether it be to move positions with one of the other Gruffs. That's a huge part in Gruff, is positioning, because having your people in the right place matters a lot. Making sure that this particular Gruff is going to be able to take the hit from that attacking Gruff or not. So there is a lot of strategy behind where you are placing your specific Gruffs and how you're going to play the deck that you play. So the cool thing about the expansion here that we're going to talk about is the thematic ways that the cards play. So in this one, they're all talking about dreams and nightmares, and so you're actually adding these dream cards to them, which have different effects on the gameplay, and it adds in a lot of really cool, unique effects. In addition, some of these Gruff cards are, holy cow, they do some pretty incredible stuff. Let's take a look at, Clobber right here. He says, choose any Gruff. The chosen Gruff, it deals plus 14 damage on its attacks while this card is in play. What? Plus 14 damage? Are you kidding? It basically is going to kill whatever it is it's attacking. It is a 24 cost card, so there's a lot that you need to do, and it's a later game, but holy cow. Also Psychic Strike. So Buttons over here, this Gruff, is all about drawing cards through a deck. And so if your opponent is drawing through all their cards late game, choose any shepherd with no cards in their deck. Kill that shepherd. Auto win. Boom. Oh, no cards in your deck? Have we, gone through a full game and just kind of defended and, gone back and forth? Oh, okay. Well, you're out of cards. You're dead. Holy cow. And there are a lot of really cool combinations that you can kind of play off and use your opponent's advantages, that I would think that drawing a lot of cards and having those options in your hand is an advantage. But if you look at if you're playing against Buttons, you don't want to draw too many cards, because if they have that card in their deck, you're gone. So there's a lot of fun stuff that can be put in here. In addition, you have the Trolls. So the Trolls come in when you're playing solo or co-op. And from what I was reading, and I haven't played this way, it looks like you can actually add it in when you're just playing a normal game. I could be wrong on that, so I apologize if don't take my word on that. But overall, I'm a big fan of the Gruff system. There's a ton of tactical card combat games out there, just a ton. And where positioning plays a factor and you're protecting a certain person, there's a lot of that out there. But Gruff is unique, not only in its theme, because its theme is super interesting. and the terminology in it is different, with mean, weird, fat, crazy, but it's fun because it plays along with the theme. This game, the theme cooks into the actual gameplay very well, and I appreciate that. I love a game with a good theme, and this game does that very well. But the gameplay itself is almost familiar in a way if you've played a lot of tactical card combat games, but it also gives you a fresh, unique experience. It's not like all of the other games, and so you can have this and have it coexist with other tactical card combat games if you just want something a little fresh, you want something a little bit different. I think Gruff really does that well. It should have a place in most collections, especially if you like, you know, going at your opponent and having some card combat, and you get to fight your mutated monster goats against them. Who doesn't want to fight their mutated monster goats? Overall, I'm a big fan. Whether you're new to Gruff or you've done a ton of stuff with Gruff in the past and gotten all the expansions, this is a really cool one. These are all prototype materials, just so you know. And I'm sure during the campaign there's going to be a ton more stuff unlocked with stretch goals and everything. I'll be there. I'm excited to see what this campaign has to offer. I was watching Brent do a live stream where he talked about how the story is actually going to change based off of stretch goals and based off of kind of what people decide to do during the campaign, which is really cool. That you have an ongoing story arc with the game that can be affected through the Kickstarter. I haven't really seen that, so I like that. Overall, I've been a fan of what limited content that I do have from this Stuff of Nightmares. From what I understand, it is going to be in the normal, this is the base Gruff box size. It is going to be in this size, which is cool to be able to get another big size. The other ones have kind of been in some smaller boxes. So you're going to get a full-size box with this one, and it's going to have a ton of content, hopefully even more unlocked with the stretch goals. But that was it. I'm Sam. This is Sam Says. Please subscribe. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and like and check out my Instagram and my Facebook page. I'd love to show some other board games to you. And if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will happily respond to you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.